What's up? I'd first like to disregard the fact that I do look like a hobo, and I know that. And also the fact that whatever is behind me is really fucked up. But I tried to fix it so you couldn't see my ugly colored walls, but then I couldn't make it cover the door too. So that's also fucked up, and my face is also fucked up, and just everything about this is kind of fucked up. But you know, it's okay. Anyway, so this has just kind of been on my mind lately. I didn't really think about it at all once I moved back, but I think I had like a mental breakdown the other day, and it just kind of made me think about this a little more. And I used to really obsess over the fact that like my life before a flare or my life before lupus was so different, and I just want to get back to that. Like, I miss the life that I had before. And that can be really frustrating. For one thing, I don't really get sad about life before lupus because I was so young. Like, life was nothing. Like, I went to school, I came home, and that was it. So it wasn't like life before lupus was so great and I was doing all these things and working and traveling and stuff. No, it was literally I was a little kid and I found out I had this disease. But life before this past flare was definitely a lot different. I was traveling a lot. I was working a lot. I was going to school full time. I almost was finished with school. I would have 12-hour days and still be able to go to the gym. I was working out so much because my body just wasn't that tired, and it let me work out that much, and it let me work so much. It let me go to school. It let me travel. It let me do all these things. However, once I flared, I literally had to cut all that out of my life. And I would constantly obsess over the fact that I can't do this anymore. I can't do that. I can't go to school right now. I can't work right now. I can't leave my house right now. I can't do anything without feeling sick. I can't go more than 3 hours without needing to sit down and catch my breath and take a nap or something, or just lay there and not do anything. Like, I couldn't wrap my head around the fact I went from this to being so active and doing things that I want to do and living my life to down here and not being able to do anything I want to do. And if I do something I want to do, it would be so much more difficult than it used to be. And I've kind of been listening to some other people's stories that have lupus and whatnot, and they kind of say the same thing. Like, it's really hard to accept that this is your life now and that you're not going to have the same life as before lupus or before a flare or before something. Um, I think my biggest flaw back then was, yeah, I was able to do it and do more things and push myself and stuff, but I never grasped the fact that I had this disease. I would know I have it, I would say I have it, but if I felt tired, if I felt fatigued, if I felt like I needed a break, I wouldn't take a break. I would push through it because I'm healthy, I'm in remission, I'm this, I'm that, I can do it, I'm not lazy, I'm not this, I'm not that. And I would always say, like, if I stopped and I took a break and I put stuff on hold and I rescheduled or I did this and that, that I was being lazy, that I wasn't trying hard enough, that I wasn't doing enough. And in the end, that led to me flaring super badly. And now at this point where I am right now, no, I'm not as sick as I was last year, but I'm still not in remission. I still have barely any function of both of my kidneys. I still don't have my life back, and it's freaking frustrating. And some days, like, I don't even think about it. I don't think about the fact that I'm sick. I don't think about the fact that I don't feel good. I don't think about the fact that life is just really weird and fucked up. But then some days I wake up and like the other day, I woke up and my blood pressure was like 180 over like 110, and I felt horrible. I couldn't even move. I couldn't eat. I couldn't do anything. My head was pounding. My heart felt like it was freaking squeezed to death, and like so many other things. And I just had like a mental breakdown because I'm just like, this never happens. I was supposed to have a good day. I needed to do all these fucking things, and now I can't because I feel like crap. And it's really hard for me to just accept that, okay, today's a bad day, but there's tomorrow, and to just stop what I'm doing, not push myself, do what I need to do to heal. And that's, I feel, is the biggest part. It's just accepting this disease. It's so hard to accept this disease. And like last year, or no, 2 years ago in 2017, my 7th year anniversary of finding out I had lupus, I made a post on Instagram, and hold on, it said, basically it was saying that I accept myself for how I am, I accept this disease, and blah blah blah. And at the time I really thought I did. It says, I finally come to realize that the path I've been walking is the right one. Even on the days I break down and wonder why this had to happen to me, I know it was only to make me stronger as a person. I don't have it as bad as some people. I can still do the things I want to do. It's just harder sometimes. Oh my god, why is this making me cry? I'm so emotional. I'm not sharing to have you feel sorry for me. I'm sharing because I'm finally okay with letting people know what's wrong with me. Whether you care, you already knew or you didn't. I am finally okay with it. I'm not ashamed or insecure about the fact that I am different. I finally love the body I was given, even if it needs a little extra love. Okay, I don't know why I'm like literally so emotional, but it's a long. Can you even see that? It's like a long paragraph. I just read a little bit of it, but that was in 2017, and that was like months before I had this big flare. And I felt like I accepted it. I felt like I could embrace this disease and whatnot. But at that time, I still was pushing myself. I wasn't taking my meds regularly. I thought that I was just healed and that I can move on without taking extra precautions, but I was able to like talk about it and not feel ashamed anymore and not feel like people are thinking something's wrong with me, and that was my way of accepting. But honestly, after this year, I really know that I accept this disease. I accept that this is what happened to me, and it had to happen to me for me to accept it. I had to lose almost all function of my kidneys. I had to lose a boyfriend. I had to be put in a situation where I felt like I had nothing, to be able to realize that this is where I'm supposed to go and how I'm supposed to heal and how I'm supposed to accept this disease. Because if I never flared, I probably still wouldn't be taking my medicine, and something even worse could happen later down the road. I probably still would have the mindset that I don't need a break. I probably wouldn't be as sympathetic and caring and loving for other people than I am right now, because yeah, this disease sucks and all that, but I was a caring person before, but I feel like I'm 20 times more of a caring person than I was before this happened. I feel like it's changed my mindset. It's changed the way I look at life. It changes the way I look at my future. It changes the way I look at every single situation. I used to I used to wake up in the morning and I would dread going to work. I would dread going to school. I would dread just having to wake up to an alarm clock. Every day that I wake up and I don't feel like crap, I feel so blessed and happy that I get to wake up and I get to go to the gym with my friend. I get to see people like my friends that I want to see. I get to hang out with my family. I get to not be in pain that day. I get to not be in the hospital, because there's still a lot of people that spend the majority of their time in the hospital. I know a lot of people that have lupus and they
are constantly bedridden. And I'm not. I feel like crap, yeah, but I can get up and do things. I can do things that I want to do for the most part. And if I have to take a break, okay, I have to take a break, but I can still do them. And whew, I don't know, I'm so emotional. I guess I just never really said any of this out loud before. Like, I write in my journal a lot, and I talk about these things, but like it's pen and paper and inside my head, and saying it out loud, even though like no one's listening to me, but just saying it out loud is really like crazy to me because truly, truly, I feel like I don't know why I had to have this disease. I don't know yet, but I know it was for a reason, and I know it was to help people, whether they have this disease or they have a different disease or they just need something in their life, like some type of light in their life. And that sounds really weird, I don't know. I just know that there's a reason why this disease had to happen to me, why I had to have such a bad fall and like be knocked down time after time after time again last year. Once I finally felt like things were getting better, it would get worse, 10 times worse. And I needed it, even though at the time I questioned everything. And I questioned why. Why me? The pity party. But now looking back, I'm still not in the best place, but I'm in a better place. And I know all those traumatic and horrible things had to happen for me to accept, to love, to care, to be optimistic, and to move on. Yeah, so thanks for listening to this little rant of mine. Story time, I guess. I don't really know. Um, Thank you. Hope you have a great day. Hope you aren't in pain today because I sure am. I got like toe pains and that's kind of nasty, but it's true, like little toe pains in my joints. That's like the choice of the day. I don't know. But all right, thanks for watching. See you next time. Ew.